Greetings everyone, it's Ramon again for retzone.ca, and it's time for another Curio episode. Wait a minute. This isn't a Curio episode, by the way. Oh, got you fooled there for a second, didn't I? But yeah, Curio episode 2 is in the works, and I'm just taking my time making sure that it's actually good for release. It's baking in the oven, so to speak. So stay tuned in our YouTube channel on Retzone for that. So watch for it. For right now, though, on the topic of this Blip video is Chris has given me a listing for a modded PSOne on Facebook Marketplace, and I wanted to check it out and hopefully see what I get. So we're talking the revision PSOne from around 2001. So it's not the iconic gunmetal color PlayStation. We're talking the much smaller PSOne. Now I do have one here, and this is mine. This is the one that I really have. I got this with a bunch of games. I think it was like Final Fantasy VII. I think it was like a black label or something, and some Mortal Kombat game. I'm not sure. But the point is, I got this, and I hoped it would work. Problem is, it doesn't work. This thing is a paperweight. And yeah, this eject button is sticking. It doesn't even want to close. Like, look at that. So I have to press this many times. But yeah. So this thing is basically useless to me. So I think it's time I get a working one. And for the price that the seller was asking for this listing, for about $50. It's a pretty good price actually, so I'm gonna send a message over and see what we get. So for now, I'll be right back. I'll see you in the next part of the video in a bit.
2,000 years later.
Alright, so I'm back from my little trip to grab the PSOne, and as you can clearly see, it's right here, right in front of me. So the seller was kind enough to actually let me know that this thing was in fair condition. I mean, it looks pretty good. The eject button seems to stick still. Nice number. I wonder if that still works. But yeah, other than that, it looks pretty decent shape. And you can clearly tell somebody's been in here before, because that warranty screw's been screwed. So I got this. Then there's a memory card in there. I wasn't expecting a memory card. When I saw the listing, it was just a controller. Then you got the AB cord, and then the power cord. And this one is slightly yellowed. It could sure use some, maybe something like retro bright or something. But I have so many of these things that having another one is not a bad idea. And standard AB cord, power cord, and check this out. Look at all these games. I mean, somebody went through the trouble of actually, printing out and putting covers on the burned games. So that's clearly Resident Evil 2. So this is just like, what is this? You got Crash Bandicoot Warped. You got Crash Bash. And look at that. Look at that high quality JPEG, by the way. Look at that compression. And you got Crash Bandicoot 2, then you got the original Resident Evil, and then Resident Evil 3. So, not a bad deal actually. So I guess the only part now for this Blip video is to actually power it on and see what we get. Because I'm hoping to play some actual games with this one and, not stare at a BIOS screen for so long. So, yeah, let's head to the test bench and see what we get. Alright, I'm in the test bench now, and, I hooked up this thing. And I had a bit of trouble actually. The thing is, when I tried plugging all the cords in normally, it wouldn't power on. So, I was already like, oh, did I get a dud or something? But no, it seems that when I wiggle the power cord connection a little bit, it seems to power on just fine. It seems that the DC jack connectors on these PS1s doesn't seem reliable versus you got your gunmetal PlayStations with just their regular figure 8 power cord. This is an annoying problem. I had the same problem with the PS1 that I had before, the one where the motor doesn't work. But for now, if I just have it kind of just in a weird angle, you can't see it on camera, but I assure you it's in a weird angle, so that it just powers on just enough so I can actually test if it even boots anything. So right now I got my TV on and ready on like auxiliary input, and let's see if this thing even works. So I'm hitting the power button now. And there we go. Seems to work just fine. Now, full disclosure, this isn't the BIOS that I grew up with. I'm sure like there's a bunch of people who grew up with this kind of BIOS, but I'm used to the one that had the funky colors. You know the one, North America, right? Now I'm curious. I'm gonna see if there's anything in the memory card, because usually there's a bunch of save data that interests me, and it seems to be that there's a bunch already here. Let me see what we got. Seems to be Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, Final Fantasy 7, great game, Crash Bash, Crash Bandicoot. Seems to be both Tony Hawk games, 2 and 3. Ooh, Driver 2, nice. Then Crash Team Racing, Gran Turismo 2 with that ridiculous amount of blocks. Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. Then that seems to be Resident Evil, and it seems to be the first game. So I see Jill and Chris. So not a bad memory card. I have plenty of these to go around, so that's nice. So now what I want to do is, as you can see right there, I've got VibRibbon for the PlayStation. Now this is a Japan exclusive game, so normally wouldn't be able to boot this on a regular North American system. So if this thing works, then we should be able to play this. So yeah, this is a bit of a weird one if you're not used to it. It goes and opens from the other side. So cool looking manual and cool looking disc actually. I think I'm gonna cover this one at some point, but for right now I just want to see if it even boots. So gonna plop this in. Now let's go back up. Takes for a while to load. Excellent. It seems to work. I am more than pleased because at least now I have a machine that can actually boot something like import, so I can actually test them. Even though I already have something called a PSIO flash card for one of my PlayStations, this is a nice option. Such a whimsical game. There we go, folks. VibRibbon, 1999. Apparently this uses something like music CDs, and unfortunately I don't have any music CDs on hand, so I can't test this right away. But yeah, it seems to work. I can get to the menus and whatever. But I think it's time to see if the other burned games actually work. So I'm gonna do a jump cut, so one sec. Alright, so I have one of the games, Crash Bandicoot 3 loaded, so let's see what happens. Let's put the camera in the right spot here. Alright, let's wait for it to load. And voila, it loads perfectly fine. Well, so far. Let's just get to the main menu or something.
Sony Computer Entertainment.
Alright, excellent work.
A Universal Interactive Studios production. A game created and developed by Naughty Dog. Crash Bandicoot 4.
Alright, got to the menu fine. Let's load up a new game and see if that works. Ooh, crunchy. Can hear the drive spinning. Ah, there we go. The D-pad works fine, analog controls work fine. I'm not seeing any buttons sticking on the controller, so let's get to the first level here.
Crash, crash, crash. Why must you always muck in my mud? Oh, look, I have a mask helping me, too. We will find out which one is more powerful soon enough.
Oh sure, Dr. Cortex. Oh, that was pretty fast. Or I might be misremembering that one. But yeah, seems to work just fine. Come on, get in the box. Get in the box. Take it. There you go. Oh, whoops. I haven't played this one in a while. Alright. So it seems to work just fine here, so I guess this is a good way to end the video. So yeah, at least other than the annoying DC jack connection that I'll probably have to sort of reflow or something, it seems to work fine. At least I have a system now that I can actually test imports and anything that's going to be loaded from disk that I don't want to bother the PlayStation that I have a flash card for. So yeah, I think it's about time to wrap this one up. Please like, comment, subscribe to retzone.ca, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers everyone, game on!